Standing up, climbing stairs, or walking to the store starts to feel heavier, like your legs are dragging dead weight. Doctors call this decline sarcopenia, though you may have seen it rebranded online as silent muscle collapse. This chart shows the standard rate of decline. Muscle mass begins to dip at age 30 and accelerates sharply once you pass 60. So when gurus claim you can reverse decades of loss in just 8 weeks using specific foods, it pays to be skeptical. While an overnight fix is impossible, the underlying science of using targeted nutrients to slow down sarcopenia is documented and biologically sound. There are 5 specific foods cited for maintaining leg strength: sweet potatoes and sardines, black beans and eggs, and wild-caught salmon. But here is the problem. Simply adding a few servings of these to your current diet will not produce the promised results. To actually impact muscle repair, you have to follow highly specific preparation methods and rigid meal timing rules that many find difficult to maintain. We are going to evaluate this protocol by separating the legitimate scientific promise from the heavy daily effort required to achieve it. We'll begin with the first category, the accessible proteins, starting with eggs. As the matrix shows, the rule for eggs is strict. You must eat them whole and soft-boiled for exactly 6 to 7 minutes to keep heat-sensitive nutrients intact. This ensures your body absorbs maximum leucine and choline required for efficient muscle contraction. The catch is the timing. You must eat those eggs within 30 minutes of your leg exercises to hit the anabolic window. The second accessible protein is sardines, specifically those packed in water or olive oil. There is an uncomfortable input rule here. You must eat the sardines straight from the can and consume the soft, edible bones. These are the source of highly absorbable calcium and vitamin D3, critical for stabilizing aging leg muscles. Eggs and sardines are financially cheap, but the cost is paid in culinary friction, like eating fish bones and runny yolks while sticking to a rigid exercise schedule. Next are the plant-based defenders. These staples have fueled some of the most active elderly populations in the world for centuries. For sweet potatoes, you must steam them whole with the skin on and eat them with a small amount of fat, like olive oil. Looking at the matrix, this method delivers beta-carotene to protect your muscles' power plants, but you must time the meal 2 hours before your walk. Black beans require the most prep. Dried beans must be soaked overnight in an acid, like lemon juice, then slow-cooked for 90 minutes. This maximizes resistant starch, which your gut converts into butyrate to signal muscle cells to stop wasting. Beyond the massive prep time, the protocol requires you to eat them 4 to 5 hours before bed to ensure the nutrients are available during sleep. These plant defenders provide powerful cellular protection, but adopting them requires a level of daily planning that will break most casual diets. The final food is the Premium Optimizer, a staple in coastal regions where seniors often maintain high levels of mobility. The rule here is non-negotiable. It must be wild-caught salmon, cooked skin on, at a low temperature to protect the delicate, heat-sensitive oils. This delivers high doses of astaxanthin and omega-3s, which work together to reduce deep muscle inflammation and trigger tissue repair. The major trade-off is cost. Farmed salmon lacks these specific benefits, making this an expensive intervention that most cannot afford. Wild salmon provides the most concentrated dose of muscle-protecting compounds on this list, but its price tag makes it a luxury upgrade for most. Since almost no one can perfectly execute all 5 rules every day, you need to choose your battles based on your personal budget and schedule. This chart maps each food by how much it costs and how much effort it takes to prepare. Eggs and sardines are the foundation for a budget-friendly plan. They are low-cost and relatively fast to prepare. Sweet potatoes stay in the low-cost zone, but black beans move into the high-friction area due to the 24-hour soaking requirement. Wild salmon is the outlier. It doesn't take much time to cook, but the financial cost is high. If you are on a fixed income, ignore the expensive salmon. You can build a highly effective protocol using only eggs, bone-in sardines, and sweet potatoes. What if you have the budget, but you don't have the time or energy to spend hours in the kitchen? In that case, skip the dried black beans entirely. The soaking and slow cooking process is the reason most people quit this protocol. Focus your energy on the 6-minute egg and batch steaming sweet potatoes. These provide the highest return on investment for your time. The most important rule for success is simple. Do not try to change everything about your diet by tomorrow morning. Strong legs are the result of one consistent habit, like eating 2 eggs after your walk, rather than chasing perfection.